TaraChessAcademy, and today we have a surprise for you all. We're going to show you guys a very fun opening variation named after an animal. Can you guess which one it is? The giraffe attack! So we were thinking of showing you guys a couple of variations named after animals, and today's is the giraffe attack. And in future variations, you can also expect more opening variations of animals.
Hi everyone. So for today we prepared interesting variation of Vienna game. It's giraffe attack. So let's start. So e4, e5, as you know, it's an open opening. Yeah, if both white and black starts with e4 and e5. And if white plays knight c3, it's Vienna game. So black has different moves, but we're gonna discuss bishop c5 today. And of course, usually in the opening, we try to develop our pieces. So you can think about playing knight to f3, or you can develop your bishop to c4. But as Tara said before, we're going to discuss giraffe attack. Yeah, very funny name of the variation. So white plays queen g4. As you know, maybe it's not the best idea to use your queen so early in the opening, because pieces of your opponent can just easily attack it. But like still interesting way of like development. So black probably gonna attack it with a knight, and I guess one of the best moves would be just to move the queen back. But also you can think, okay, so black developed the knight to f6, attacked the queen, and the pawn on g7 becomes undefended. So what happens if we just capture it? But I have a feeling that it's not the best idea. Probably it's a poisoned pawn. But okay, so queen g7, so this move is not the best. Let's think what happens then and how can black improve this position.
Okay, so if any piece enters my territory, I always stop and think about the best way to either get out of the attack, defend, and protect my king. So if I don't do anything about it, white's going to capture my rook, then the king moves to e7, and my king would be unsafe. So I'm going to go for rook to g8, attacking the white queen.
Yeah, it seems like a good idea. Now the rook is defended by the knight and the queen needs to move to h6. Okay, so interesting. What happens then? Maybe now black has some tactics. So let's think.
Okay, so this would be a good moment for all of you to pause the video and see if you can find the tactic in two moves to win a lot of material. Okay, so the correct answer is bishop captures f2, and then once the king takes, hopefully you found the move knight to g4, attacking the king and the queen. The king steps away and we capture the queen.
Yeah, so this is how we can win the queen. So yeah, bishop takes f2 is the best move for black in this position. You already know what happens after a king takes f2, but let's also discuss what happens if white for some reason doesn't get the bishop. So it could be king e2, for instance. So Tara, what ideas do you have? I think that black should play active, maybe try to attack some white pieces. So let's think what we can do for black.
All right, so I noticed knight to g4, which does protect the bishop, so that looks fine. But then the queen could capture the pawn on h7 and create some problems, such as it's attacking the rook, and then we have to go back with the knight, and it's kind of like losing the tempo that we have. So I'm not going to try knight to g4, but I will try rook to g6. I'm attacking the queen. And if you move back to h3, which I believe is one of the only safe spots, then I'll try pawn to d5, attacking it with the bishop.
Yeah, so it's a nice discovered attack. And where can the queen move? So I don't think that queen f3 looks like a nice move in this position, because then black just has a pin, right? So black wins a queen finally. So probably the queen goes to d3 in this position, and now maybe we can just trade the bishop to the knight. Maybe we can think about like, I'm not sure I want to take the pawn, but maybe I play d4. But even taking the bishop looks like a nice idea, so black can develop pieces pretty fast. Maybe first we play d4, yeah, to attack this knight. So white didn't get an extra pawn, yeah, after queen takes g7. The white king can't castle anymore, and of course, black has all chances to continue the strong attack. So even without an extra material, this position is very good for black, and I think that black has like big advantage here in the opening.
Right, so you can see that either we win the queen or we get a very strong position. So, viewers at home, what do you think are a couple of ideas that you've learned from this video? Maybe you've learned that you shouldn't move the queen out, or maybe that if the queen comes out, then you have all these pieces attacking the queen, or maybe that if the queen comes out, you have to keep trying to attack it, use different pieces, develop new things, and hopefully you can come up with a couple traps. So, could we go back to the starting position, please?
Okay.
Okay, so can you find the first couple moves in the giraffe attack? If you need to, pause the video and come back when you think you found the answer. Okay, so how many moves do you remember of the giraffe attack? Well, let's see. So we play pawn e4, and then black plays e5. We play knight to c3, and then the bishop comes to c5, and then the queen comes to g4.
Yeah, so this is when giraffe attack starts. Yeah, so queen g4 means that there is a giraffe attack on the chessboard.
Right, so if you got up till there, then great, you did an awesome job. So now let's talk about the quality of the giraffe attack. So, Yuliia, do you think I should use the giraffe attack when I play chess tournaments, or is it too risky?
I think it's okay maybe if you play some internet games like for fun, blitz or rapid games, but I just don't think that when you develop your queen so early in the game, it's gonna improve your position. So black can easily develop a knight and attack the queen. You already know what happens after queen takes g7, so you need to spend one more move on moving the queen somewhere. So that's why I think that maybe I wouldn't play giraffe attack, maybe just like for having fun sometimes, like against my students.
Yes, so the giraffe attack does look fun. Of course, it's named after an animal, so what could be better than that, right? But when we play chess games, especially serious chess games, we should play openings that give us good positions. If we have to do stuff like bringing our queen out in the opening, having to sacrifice that for a really bad position, I don't think it's a good choice. So the giraffe attack is a lot of fun to learn, but I would suggest not to use this opening unless you just want to play a fun game or a blitz game.
I agree.
I hope you all learned something from this video, and if you did, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video to others. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Bye.